Alright, we're back, friends, to Salvar Winter, the role-playing game. Book 2, Eyes of the Oracle. How long is this book? What chapter are we even on? I have no idea. Chapter 50,000, possibly. Spoiler, we are coming close to the end of Book 2. I can tell you that right now. Because it's true. It's about the eyes of the oracle, and when you run out of eyes, you're done with the book. And then we go on to book 3, which happens to be, I'm not going to say necessarily back-to-back, maybe almost back-to-back, and a bit more railroady than this one. And I'm sure full of drama in its own way. This show is rated R because of all the war crimes and torture dates and all the other adult themes. So beware. And, oh, I just realized that I hadn't even fixed the windows properly here, so I'll have to fix that again. Sorry about that. Silly me. With us today we have whom, perhaps... shall we start with, who wants to start? Errol?
Sure. Yeah, Josh. And I'm playing as Errol Demerald, the animist Inquisition who decided that most anti-creationists aren't all bad.
Which is really weird for an Inquisitor to say. Let's face it. That's
true.
That's
true.
Maybe,
I've seen the light. It's the badness in the person, not the badness in the magic.
Oh! Maybe Errol is the anti-creationist all along. Who knows?
Dun, dun.
He will be burned at the stake. Or will he? We also have Drake.
I'm Drake, playing Rubella Decembra, Smashy priest with some wind magic. Just along with the party, trying to save these oracles.
And apparently some oracles have been saved, so someone is doing something, right? Yeah, that's what I think. And then we have the torture, the war criminal. I mean...
Walking war crime.
I'm Jessica Lapointe. I'm playing Franz de Kalev, the Supreme High General of the Digitalonga, and I'm the reason we have an R rating.
One of the reasons... There are several reasons I would like to say.
I'm one reason, Stefanu's the other.
I think Sir Artigue is working hard on it
Sir
too.
Artigue's the other.
And then we
Stefanu
have
and Sir Artigue.
Eldrida's continuous drug use, and I would say that Nefria probably has been responsible for more than one war crime.
The reason the adventurers have an R rating.
Yeah, there's... And these are supposed to be the good guys. There are no good guys.
Errol has arson going for him.
Errol does have arson going for him.
Hey, but it was against the bad guys. So is it really arson, or is it just us being good guys trying to get rid of the bad guys?
It was arson when it was my Zeppelin.
Yeah, but you know what?
It was in self-defense.
Thank you, Jim.
If I can't have it, nobody can have it.
Exactly. That's not how it turned out. It was how it turned out. But anyway. Anyone want a fate die for saying what happened last time? Let's see now. Rubella has 7. Bronze 8. Errol has 3. Errol needs fate dice.
Alright, I'm going to try and do my best to do a recap. I apologize, I'm reading back through my notes here for a moment.
Of course.
No, that's
I know.
cheating.
Hey, listen, this is how I keep everything straight, even though Errol might remember it, Josh does not. So yes, we were heading to... Apologize, guys. Basically, we took a boat from Skuger over to Krindemaar. And basically, as we arrived into Crindemaar, we noticed of the nearby quote-unquote lightquakes that happens nearby later in that evening. We ended up staying there in Crindemaar for a short period of time as we went up to Gaz-ulul. Gaz-ulul is currently where Sambarsynd currently resides, and we wanted to meet up with him specifically for Errol anyways, to go ahead and get further guidance as to how we deal with the conflux and the additional tasks at hand. Believe we also went to Tigold prior to that, but I might be getting my
Yeah, no, you did.
notes.
You did.
Okay,
Yeah, you
cool.
did.
And we
Short
learned that it's really bad to go into the nearby forest because of the misbul seeds, and that they decide to attach to you, and it's just a wonderful, ugly mess unless you got some extra Savolium to rub all over you. But
Right. They were super nice and Prawns was really sketched out.
right, that was the other thing. They were so kind that it sketched prawns out. Yes.
Why are they being so nice?
Nicest people ever.
It's just plain wrong to be so nice. How can they be? Yeah,
Yes.
that's basically the long and the short of it. And Sambarsynd, of course, told you that the RR cannot be allowed to take the Conflux, essentially.
Murder them all.
Murder them all,
Yep.
yeah.
At any cost.
And now the question is, this was like late. So I guess we're going on to the next morning, because that's where we were, isn't it?
Yep.
Unless you all get murdered in your sleep.
Sambarsyn's actually the Rabdarana. What?
Wouldn't that be a fuckover?
That would be hilarious. But
It would be unexpected. Apparently it's foggy today. Is it really though? Because we are in... I feel like you're in kind of drier climate up here. Or are we? I don't know the climate zone. I'll put it to modest. Fog banks. There we have it. I don't know what... You're on an island that is not particularly wide, but there's these mountain passes, but you're up in the mountains, not by the coast, but maybe it's very moist anyway because of the winds and such, like the current... Yeah. I am overthinking things. It's a bit of a foggy day today because it is, in fact, the 4th month of the year. It is spring, finally. It is a lovely 4 degrees centigrade, which is a bit chilly. That's not to be surprised by. You are up in the mountains. 4 degrees centigrade translates to 40 degrees Fahrenheit for those who use such measurements. And yeah, what is the plan for today's agents?
Wasn't there somewhere else we needed to go
You
while we
probably
were here?
everywhere. Yes and
There
no.
was somewhere close. There was like an oracle we had to go visit that wasn't far from here. After Sambarsynd, wasn't there?
No, you decided that the Oracle wasn't there anymore or something. That the adventures had already...
The adventurers dealt with it.
Yeah, exactly.
we went to the tavern, and that was where they were too nice, and then the adventurers were already there because the description fit the...
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was so terrified by the really nice people that were obviously being eaten by brain slugs.
They must have been, yes. They must have been. But, yeah, so that is where our nice little group is right now.
Alright.
This-
Is there
this
anywhere
island?
other oracles that we need to deal with?
Let's have a look, shall we? We have the
Donuts,
Agent's Map
yeah.
of Tracoria.
Otherwise,
You're running out of oracles.
I
Is this
should
a problem?
probably go check in with my wife.
That could be something to do.
We could head over to Palamux.
Go let her know that the Zeppelin's been blown up and I'm missing half my face.
I
That
will
sounds like a letter thing.
remind you that you got note. This is a bit back now, about a week ago, from your... Slightly more than a week ago, even.
Yeah.
So, you have an agent in Fontra Cilor, which is right over there. Where you have evidence of a brain-sucked victim, too. Interestingly enough, there haven't been any new brain-sucked victims for a while. So, don't know what happened to that, but that's the case. And you got reports from Fontra Cilor, 2 reports coming from your agent over there. One saying that an important astromatissa, another astrologer, has died very unfortunately. All sorts of terrible sadness about that. It was just so bad. an unfortunate accident, like so many other astrologers and seers and so on, which is why we count it as a red one, right? But also another agent had told you in the notes there, this was a while back, so hence a reminder, that there is in fact probably some kind of HQ there for...
So we could go check that out, but I don't know how to get there without dying.
That's the tricky part. Basically, your agent had reported in that she had gone to visit the Empress of the one who... the usurper, the pretender, the Empress Georgina of...
The one that would kill me on sight.
Exactly, that one. Dressed up as a bard. I'm gonna entertain the royalty, and managed to get in, and describes a whole lot of very servants who are way too strong for servants and move too smoothly for servants, and every once in a while an eye seemed to dart away from the other eye. Rabdarana style. So connect the dots. There seemed to be an awful lot of Rabdarana around the Empress in that very castle.
Does my source mention whether or not the Empress realizes she's surrounded by Rabdarana?
Couldn't get close enough. This was really just... I think you don't know because you haven't been able... You only have this little message that is a coded note. Hard to tell from that what kind of opportunities were present and so on and so forth.
So I'm very split about this. Part of me wants to let the Rabdarana just assassinate the Empress for me and deal with that. And part of me wants to go assassinate the Rabdarana.
I have a really awkward question. What if they're one and the same?
You think the Rabdarana... She did come from the Empress's castle. Lady Brittany or whatever the fuck her name is.
So let's put 1 and 1 together and see if it equals 2. Hypothetically for a moment here.
You think Georgina's running the Rabdarana?
Georgina runs the Rabdarana. The Rabdarana kills the oracles so that they basically get rid of this quote-unquote magical what have you over the conflux.
Then why are they sending their people after them?
As a ruse. And that's probably why she's still our dear friend that I literally found on the water side is there, but a true double agent.
That would be a pretty bad situation for the world, because look at how much power Georgiana has now. All the purple stuff, right? She's dominant in Lastimos, in Fontra Cilor, in Moscor... No, Moscoria has Garians. But now...
I could go kill Georgina, but I feel like that's a death wish waiting to happen.
Yeah, I'm not saying kill Georgina, but to your point, does she know? Is she paying them off as protection against you? No offense. Like,
none taken.
If I was fancy pants and rich and had you as an enemy, I'd rather have the deep, dark bad guys in my corner to deal with you than do it myself.
So, what, I go explain that they're more dangerous than I am? I'm not sure she's really going to listen to me.
Well, there is some options.
I can go try and have that conversation, but I might get killed on sight. I'm willing to try. It'd be an interesting conversation. Always up for a challenge.
Of course, at this particular moment, there might be messages trying to catch up with you, Prance. Like, so the whole, your agent system, they send messages to you wherever you were seen last, or to Famkvalvi, your headquarters. And every time you're not in your headquarters, it's going to take an extra number of days for you to get messages. And now you've been traveling for quite a while, and you haven't received any messages since So when did you last get a message?
It's been a bit.
It's been a bit, yeah.
What can I say? A general's work is never done.
This is true. This is true.
So why don't we go to
Oh, I
Palace?
think, yeah, this is a piece of news that I haven't given to you, right? Which you definitely will hear in Gaz-ulul, and Sambarsynd Korea would have heard. Sorry about that. There's word out of, the Holy Kishat. Hi, Rebello! Your former employers! The new Shar Kishatin, the man who is clearly false and not at all as faithful to Shamash as he claims to be, at least according to you, you saw what they did to the Joobalasher sect and all that. It's a long story. The Shar Kishatin held a speech about not quite a week ago, but like agents from Digitalonga and I'm sure from the Inquisition will have heard of it because merchants, it takes what, 3 days to travel from Maruncia down here, something like that? Maybe 4. Anyway, word is coming in now about how the Shar Kishatin has declared the Great Purification has begun. Whatever that means.
Maybe we should go to the Holy Kishat and figure out what that means.
Yeah. The Great Purification kind of sounds war crimey.
What do you say, holy boys?
Not at all. There would be no war criminess to this at all. I don't know what you mean.
Listen, I'm the only one allowed to commit war crimes around here.
Apparently, the Shar Kishatin has said that Shamash, the Lord of Truth, is the one and only God. And that is actually anti-creationist because that's monotheism. And that we can't have that. Everybody knows there are several gods. It's like denying polytheism is horrible. And of course,
That's a lie.
it's a lie, exactly. But
The God of truth can't lie. Even a layman like Prawns knows that.
Anyone who was upset by this in the Holy Kishat was swiftly cut down by the sword. The Holy Kishat is definitely getting more and more violent with each day passing.
Oh, that definitely sounds like some Inquisition shit. I will back you up. I want to go kill some priests.
Look over at Rebello at that comment.
Not you
Money.
guys. I like you guys.
Okay, but you realize that it's the powder keg discussion, right? If I go over there, try to talk smack, they harm us, then it's Inquisition versus basically the Holy Kishat. So, even though, back to the discussion of anti-creationism and some people are bad, some people are good, obviously war crimes aside for a second here, it would just be a fight between the two groups.
But I thought he's breaking some of your more serious laws.
But shy of literally asking Sambarsynd to basically get on a boat and go smack some stuff around with us, there's not much we can do about this. We're not on Sambarsynd, or we're not on Palamux to actually deal with this. And I know for a fact, and I'll look over at Drake at this point, but basically, that's not the real leader of the Holy Kishat. It's a false prophet, what have you, a pawn.
But doesn't that make it worse? Because he's a false prophet spewing lies, pretending to be a holy man?
But you're going to create more of a holy war in addition to the already issue that we've got with the Conflux and the Rabdarana, and possibly the Empress working with the Rabdarana, and a whole bunch of other mess.
So should we go deal with the Empress first, then?
Boy. Did we hear anything officially back from Zanzibar around the crone?
No. No word as of yet.
All right. Proposal. Why don't we go to Zavar? See if we can find out anything about the oracle that's there.
Okay.
Make our way up from there to the Holy Kishat. And basically, before we leave, we'll talk to Sambarsynd, let him know what's going on, and we'll give a timeline. If we don't show back up, you don't hear from us in 3 weeks, consider us dead. And it's a
Start a holy war?
holy war between the two.
I'm totally down to purge heretics in the light.
Especially considering it's your religion they're fucking over.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're lying about the truth, man.
Yeah, they are. That is a problem. I'm sure that Rebello would not look kindly on.
So we want to skip the oracle and then go with the three of us versus the Holy Kishats, the false Holy Kishat.
You have me.
Okay, let's go talk to Sambarsynd for a minute, because this is complicated beyond the three of us.
You already have your new Shadow Command, so... Do you want a different Shadow Command?
Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure Sambarsynd will want that shit dealt with. Even if not necessarily by you.
Yeah,
I think Sambarsynd would prioritize the Conflux, to be honest. But it's hard to motivate without telling everybody about the Conflux, because I don't think he has told everybody about the Conflux for obvious reasons. Which means that everybody has heard the clearly sacrilegious speech of the Shar Kishatin by now.
And I feel like that would need to be publicly fucking put down.
Yeah, everybody expects the Inquisition to basically declare war on the Holy Kishat now, more or less.
Yeah.
which is further to my point why I wasn't interested or recommending it to Sambarsynd, because it is freaking genocide one way or the other.
Whee!
All right.
Genocide all around.
Genocide.
All right, let's. Okay, Empress and the Rabdarana or the Holy Kishat. Pick one between the two of you. I'll back you either way. We're just gonna do this.
I'm comfortable with either.
Let's go purge us some heretics.
Rebello is like, aha!
You have the full support of the Digitalanga.
Which is
Alright.
actually probably useful. You have some, I think you have some agents in the Holy Kishat. Let's see now. Didn't we? Oh, yeah, you have an agent in the Holy Kishat. Trinetsu da Helgoran.
That's a name I cannot remember.
I'm sure. No, not you, Rebello. This is for the Digitalunga.
One of my spies.
Yep.
I have spies.
You have
Secret
spies.
network of spies.
It's true. It's true.
So, GM question:
Yep.
Is there, or can there be set up? Basically, as jokingly mentioned earlier, we don't show back up in 3 weeks. My remained message to Sambarsynd is basically that you probably should go deal with the Holy Kishat.
Send more troops.
Send more troops. Yeah, I guess Sambarsynd can certainly receive the message, and then we'll see if Sambarsynd decides to send more troops.
Okay.
A similar letter will also be sent over to the Duchess Lambina.
Yep. At this particular moment, for the purposes of the shadow play, I'll show you that map again. There.
Oh,
The Holy Kishat is not an area where you can send units and stuff. That may or may not change, given what the Holy Kishat is starting to
It's
been
uncontrolled territory.
It's been, yeah, exactly, out of control territory, but it doesn't mean that you can't control it. But if it enters play, then the Holy Kishat as a faction will enter play, and Manzola will have some resources and influence of his own there. You could possibly expect level 3 dominant and such like, because the Holy Kishat is the Holy Kishat.
Yeah, so before we probably leave the area and head back up to Krindemaar to actually get back on our boat, Harold's going to write a strongly worded pended letter to Sambarsynd and basically say, yeah, give us 2 weeks. If you don't hear back from us, I'm probably recommending you declare on the Holy Kishat. Here's all the many reasons, and I have proof that he is a false prophet.
The question then becomes, how do we want to travel there? By boat, obviously, but where do we want the boat to go? There are several ways to do this, depending on how direct you want to be. You can go straight to Albarunzia, which is the capital of the Holy Kishat, which is also clearly the most dangerous place to go. You could be a bit more sneaky about it and go a little bit further around to Sablach, which is actually not technically in the Holy Kishat. It's could be a good base.
Are there any, so checking the maps before we leave, do we have any military garrisons within marching range?
No, not really. Let me double check that. But if my memory serves, you do not. I'll double check because that seems like a thing I should do. I'll
Just in
go.
case we need more backup.
Good old
Palamas, so probably not.
materials about Tricoria.
It does seem I might have troops on the border.
Yeah, let's see now. We have
No idea where troops would be placed, where skirmishes are. It's as awful as it is, because
the Kishat
general
is
is a general, but
officially under Tricorian sovereignty, but unofficially has been very much self-ruling.
yeah, you would still think, considering how close to Georgina's border it is, though, it would have troops in and around there.
On the other hand, like, they took over Zidisbar too, so... Okay, where's that?
No wonder we're losing this war.
Yeah, it's been...
Because
Korea's
they're
really
busy
on the
trying to
back
save the
foot.
goddamn world. I haven't been directing any troops anywhere.
Exactly. Too busy saving the world!
I need somebody else to fight the war.
Where do I have those numbers? I don't even remember where I have
I need lower level generals, direct troops and stuff, ones that aren't addicted to opium.
Yeah, that's gonna be easier to come by outside of Illiboria, obviously. Have those numbers. I know I've seen... Oh, is it in that book? Could it be? It could be. Okay, there we go. All right. Sablach would be the one place. Yeah, Sablach.
So
That's Sablach is the stone city. It's right here.
okay.
And it is in fact ruled directly by Tricoria, unlike the rest of the Holy Kishat. It's like
So that's the
place.
closest military garrison.
Yep.
Okay, so that's probably our safest landing point. And then if we need any kind of troop backup, if he gives us any trouble, it's a good retreat, get backup kind of placed as well. Like I said, you'll have the full support of the Digatulunga.
I have included it in... Ah, I see. Let's see now. I have included it in the Zidisbar province here in our shadow play, which means that it is that garrison, the Tracorian garrison, might not exist anymore. Oh no. Let's see. Stone Town. I'm not sure Sablach is part of Zidisbar though. Is it? Let's see. Zidisbar, yada yada. Zidisbar. I don't think it is. Interesting. So I guess Sablach is actually not under Georgiana's rule.
So that garrison would still exist then?
It would, yeah.
Okay.
Sablach
So
is
it's
the
gonna-
gateway to Zidisbar, but apparently not part of Zidisbar, so...
It's going to be our safest entry point, I think.
That would make sense.
If you want to use the military to your advantage.
Yep.
Either way, it'd probably be a good spot for us to get off and then go from there.
Yeah, at the very least, it's a good landing spot.
Yep. All you have to do is get through Marduk's Run and the Storm Sound
With Promos's boat.
with Promis's boat. Yes. This is a really fast part of the ocean because it's literally always a storm and the currents are going southwest. The problem is getting back, but then you usually go south of Safina and that way around because this is, yeah. Marduk is a bit weird sometimes. Racing! That's what we want to do, right? Alright, so we are going to go... Let me check the travel times again. I'm looking up all the things. Cheapers. So, it takes 5 days from Okrusanda to Sablach, which is about the same time as from Safina, right? From Crinimar. Maybe 1 day less from Crinimar, I would say. Because it's almost the same distance. So it would be 4 days of travel to get to Sablach.
Okay.
Sablach is not the city it once was because all that stone from Zidisbar is not coming to Tracoria anymore because Georgiana has cut off the supplies. How dare she? Alright, we are going to travel to Crinimar again, and I guess we are leaving early in the morning on this chilly day. But it's getting warmer, isn't that great?
Must be coming in from down from out of the mountains, right? That's
Mm.
why it's getting
Yeah, I think so. One day of travel. Very simple. Really. You will be in Crinimar by nightfall. I don't think we have to dramatize that too much. Crinimar. You've already been to Crinimar. Weird place. Filled with weird things. Weird sights. You just leave Gaz-ulul. You've only been there for hardly a day, and you just leave immediately. And I had the
Done.
map and everything.
Just done.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
Do we want to visit the freak market while we're here?
Of course you want to visit the freak market. While
I did want to get a man-eating plant for my wife.
See?
a man-eating plant. That's a really big plant, I'm pretty sure, isn't it?
You get them while they're a baby, and then you feed them.
Gonna name it Audrey too while you're at it?
No, Lidvina too.
Oh gosh.
Alright. Where is my Krindemaar stuff? As all things Krindemaar does.
You totally said that there was weird man-eating plants the last time we were here. Or flesh-eating plants.
I told you there was a plant with an eye.
Oh, it was a plant with an eye.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah,
Plant with an eye.
plant with an eye.
I'm getting a plant with an eye for my wife.
That's an exclusive thing. I demand rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, this is expensive stuff now. Someone is gonna try to charge you 2 successes on a wealth check. Let's go.
That's the wrong one.
3
So-
dice.
I have 1 rank of noble.
Yeah, that's why you have 3 dice.
Okay. And can I add any reputation to it?
That's a good question, isn't it? You know what? I'll allow it, because you're a scary person and you can flash a badge.
I am a scary person and I can flash a badge.
Yeah.
How much reputation can I add?
You can add 1 die for that, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the great general in my simple store. And look, you have
I got
bought...
a 6.
And yes, you have bought a plant with an eye in the middle of it, which doesn't really blink, just stares at you.
I have it wrapped up with a little love note and I have it shipped to the Duchess.
She's going to love it, I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
I think so too.
Made me think of you.
I don't know if that is romantic or creepy. What does that say? This plant made me think of you.
This one-eyed monster really made me think of home.
The time we gouged the eye out together?
Oh, that time. Yes. Okay, fair. The screams were so soothing. By the time you're getting to Crinimar, by the way, just outside the city gates, you see a couple of workers. They're working hard. They have shovels, and they are digging a hole. And there's a bunch of dirt, a pile of dirt, getting bigger and bigger, but there's another pile, and as they have dug themselves a proper hole into the ground there, one of them, the other one starts filling in the hole with one of the piles of dirt. And as they're wrapping up there, one of them is going, "Oh, but now we have this pile of dirt. What do we do with that? Oh, I know. We bury it too. Let's dig a hole for it." And they start digging a hole for the next pile of dirt.
Remind me not to drink the water here. Just putting that out there.
What? Why were they digging the hole to begin with?
I don't want to know.
Curiosity's killing the Inquisition here. I'm gonna go ask. Why were they digging the hole?
What, sir? They were immediately knocking their foreheads. They have Palamuxian accent, clearly. Sir, father, your holiness, we are digging a hole. We have to get rid of this here. We got rid of that pile. You can see that they've dug 5 holes in a row here. So
Why do you have
originally,
to...
sir, over there, we had to get rid of some dirt. And we decided that the best way to do that was to dig a hole and put the dirt in the hole. But then when we dug the hole, we had a new pile of dirt. And so we figured to get rid of that pile of dirt, we dig a new hole. And then we had a new pile of dirt. So
Why do you have to get rid of the dirt?
they're looking at each other.
What's your names, gentlemen?
Oh, me, I'm Pief.
Nice to meet you, Chef. Have you ever been on a boat before?
Yeah, that's how we got here. And this is Puffo.
Errol, this is not a stray puppy situation.
Listen, we
We
totally
got
could
here on a
use
boat.
hole diggers on their boat. You're from
We-
Palamux, aren't you?
Fine,
Aye,
they better
sir,
be
that we
burying
are.
bodies.
We came here to get some work in Gaz-ulul. We figured we could dig holes there, because their mines and whatnot. And then we did just nod bit. We got here just a couple of days ago, and now we're doing our jobs here in Krindemaar, helping out so we can get our funding to go the rest of the way to Gaz-ulul and start working in a mine there, because that's where you dig holes, right?
It's true. Gentlemen, it's your lucky day, and I dig into my pocket. Yeah, and I'm going to, oh my gosh, I have it here. GM, I want to reduce my lump sum from 4 to 3 and give them the other one of it.
What? Okay, that is allowed.
We need good karma for this trip. This is my good karma for this trip.
Okay, I hear you. You now have a lump sum of 3. They're like,
And
oh, look at that. Thank ye. Your Holiness, many blessings of Enki upon you. You must be very wise, and also of Kasnik and Shamash, always.
I just nod in agreement, and we best be on our way, gentlemen. Good luck.
Yeah,
in the
they
hunt.
will. What do we do with the shovels? They're looking at each other. Oh, maybe we should
Take them with you.
take them with us?
You'll need them in the mines.
Oh, I see. He's a smart one, His Holiness. He knows everything that's worth knowing, I'm sure.
Franz rolls her one eye.
Oh, and if you need further assistance while you're there, reach out to the local Baru there, Sambarsynd. He'd probably love your audience.
Roy.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Is this Errol trolling Sambarsynd with 2 complete idiots?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, malicious compliance.
Sambarsynd will be
Church
very...
works in many mysterious ways.
Yeah.
Malicious compliance.
That's it.
I love it.
No, it's true, right? If Sambarsynd genuinely wants to help the populace, he'll help them too.
Clearly.
Help them. Sure he will.
As long as they can know the shovel end from the stick end, they're good.
They dug 5 holes. I think they're good.
Pile of dirt.
This is fine. And I wanted to take them on the boat, but you were like, no. So
I'm not taking lost puppies.
Listen. Sometimes lost puppies are great cannon
Cannon
fodder.
fodder.
Go there. Die for us. Oh, yes, sir.
They don't know how to spread topsoil, okay?
That's fine. They can still spread their blood all over the freaking.
Is that the work of the... It could be the work of the Inquisition.
Harold hasn't gone that far down the rabbit hole yet for it to be the work of the Inquisition.
It could be. Who knows?
I love it. It's great. I have such a good influence on you.
Yep. Awesome. Anyway,
That's-
to a tavern for the night. How nice accommodations do we want this night?
Oh, Errol just gave away one of his lump sums, so he's just going to keep spending at this point.
Ah, no dorm then?
Franz will get her own room.
We are truly spending fortunes here, aren't we? Your own room.
I really do need to take another rank in Noble.
Yes, you do. And I'm sure you will when you rank up, because Linvina and all.
Yeah.
There we have it. You want your own room.
It hasn't been an issue until now because I've been sleeping in garrisons.
So...
And they're just like, yes, General, here, your room.
Yep. Yeah, that would be a 2 on your purchase roll. To have a proper sleep.
So,
Oh,
roll
speaking
3
of
dice
which,
again.
Gerald, did you want to lean into Sambarsynd again? You do have the means to do, or maybe you do that after you give away the one of your lump sums now, and then you pull on Papa Sambarsynd to fill up your lump sum before you leave Safina.
Yeah, you know what?
Before you send those idiots to him.
Exactly.
Yeah, I want to make sure that everybody's having a great old time in whatever tavern establishment we're having this evening.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and be like, more, please, from Sambarsynd, and ask for another lump sum before you leave.
So let's say, yeah, you're gonna pay for everybody to have their separate rooms. It's gonna be a tidy sum. So you're putting in how much of your lump sum to? You need 2 successes here, and you have 2 dice before the lump sum.
All right, so I'm going to. So I need 2 successes for everybody?
Yep.
Or, okay. All right. So then, yeah, I'm going to. I'll burn 2 and the 2 that I already have.
So 4 in total then.
Yep.
Can I
That's-
add a dice to him for being big scary general lady?
I guess you can. Yeah, why not? You are a big scary general lady. You're flashing your badge all over the place.
All right, 5d6.
Yep. That's a
Sweet.
success. Wow, that's a success well above and beyond. It sounds to me like these wonderful people are going to have an absolutely amazing feast tonight. Just absolutely whatever you want. Ale, wine, various delicacies, potentially eating something weird from Krindemaar. Who knows? I don't know if that's recommendable, but you could try it.
Franz will always try the weird food.
Always try the weird food.
Always try
that's
the weird
fair.
food.
Harold,
Chase it down with copious amounts of alcohol.
Harold will stay on the conservative side.
Mm. So, a nice little tavern filled with joy and music for everyone. Ah, yeah. Relaxation, in other words. If you had any misery before, I'm pretty sure it's going to be gone by the time this evening is done, right? Unless we have some opportunities here for collecting fate dice in various words. Maybe ways. Maybe Procurator Cilor wants to take to the bottle to drink her feelings away and become absolutely stupefiedly drunk and possibly be a bit hangover in the morning.
Of course I'm getting trashed.
Of course you are. So we're
There's
talking about a
Blowing
who's-
alcohol.
So we're talking about a Prowse who's giving in to her bane completely tonight. That's a fate die for you. I'm gonna say that you're gonna have, I don't know, 1 wind for until noon tomorrow because of the hangover.
Okay.
Also join Browns in the evening of drink.
Woo!
Evening of drink. Rebello, you're supposed to be better than that. You're supposed to be... Oh, you're giving in to emotional temptation. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So Rebello, who's supposed to be better than that as a disciple of Shamash, distorts his senses completely with lots of drink and is wasted by the time the day comes back. And because you're doing it now like this, I'm gonna... You had a sleep, didn't you? So you don't have any exhaustion. Yeah, this is gonna be bad tomorrow morning. Your wind is gonna be down to a 1 until noon as well, because you have given in to emotional temptation.
Shots, buddy. Woo!
Woo!
Shot.
Harold will stay sober and make sure that these 2 don't get janked by the Rabdarana overnight.
You are the one who's supposed to be investigating anti-creationists to the points of self-harm. That
So
has
walk
been-
around drunkenly in the bar looking for anti-creationists?
I don't know how that would translate in this particular case. Probably not at all, actually. That's my
So,
feeling.
it's-
Probably not.
yeah.
I think the only way you could do that would be like accusing the barkeep of being an anti-creationist until he kicks you out.
Or accusing Rebello of being an anti-creationist for
Until he
drinking
punches
like
you in the
this.
face.
Until he punches you in the face.
I'd rather not get into a wind and fire fight in the middle of a tavern.
Can I try to drunkenly spread the word of Shamash?
You do it better when you're drunk.
You could try. I'm gonna give you 1 water as you're trying to do this.
So just a 1d6?
Yep. And if you fail, bad things will happen. What?
We
I
stay
speak
winning.
much better when I'm drunk anyway.
I told you. You do it better when you're drunk.
The truth is in the spirits. This is the truth juice.
Yeah. Truth Jews. When you
Blessed
drink
be
juice, you
Shamash.
will always tell the truth. You will tell it like it really is. Tell you, you're gonna be the most appreciated Shamash priest who's ever been here in Crinimar, because everybody's like, yeah, that's a god I can follow.
The drunken priest.
Yep. Oh, that's insane.
I could
I'll-
totally make a thing out of this.
Yes,
Good.
I'll throw a fate die on. You're back up to 9 now, aren't you? No, wait, I had you down at 6, so 7 now.
I was
The
at
drunken
7 when we
priest.
started. You
Okay.
gave me another one there for...
Yeah, that's fair. So
Yeah,
that was the-
9.
it's 9 now? It's 9? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
9 is the correct math.
Math. I don't know how to math.
You were right the first time.
I was right the first time. Okay. I was looking at Promos's fake dice. They're sitting at 6. So, yeah. Oops.
Drunken priest of truth.
Yep. It's weird, Errol. It's really weird. And I don't even know.
The
What
liquor of no lies.
Yeah.
First, we got the normal Holy Kishat, basically being like, there's a war going on, and then I've got the only one that was supposed to be a true Kishat, basically being like, hey, I'm gonna get liquored up and spread the word.
Standing on a table. And I'm telling you this, my friends. When you drink enough, you see the light of Shamash. You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace. But you will get a lot of people who are like your messaging. Absolutely. Oh, dear. More fog banks, apparently. Also, ouch banks in the head today, because... Ouch.
Harold is totally doing the other side of the malicious compliance and spiking a little bit more louder than he normally would.
Question.
Yep.
Do I feel the hangover
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you feel it.
with the other thing?
She doesn't feel the hangover, I thought,
Oh.
because we don't talk about the thing, but she's got the thing. Because if we talk about the thing, we've got to make a test.
Have
Because
you...
I don't feel pain.
Oh, the joy of pain. Shee yeah.
That's why I could walk off getting my face blown off.
It wouldn't be a painful hangover. You'd probably be a little bit groggy.
You know what? You don't feel it as pain. You feel it as more joy, but it still scrambled your senses enough. So it's still gonna have... It's... In other words, the joy of pain is like whenever you take misery, you ignore it. So enemies can't use misery against you ever. But when I say you're down to a 1 on wind because of the effects of the drink, that's not the same thing as pain, essentially. It's your mind is just a bit scrambled. Your brain fog. You have a lot of brain fog.
Okay,
It
so I'm
doesn't
not in
feel
pain,
like...
but Prawns is confused.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like someone is banging the inside of your head with a really big hammer. But yeah, you're still brain foggy enough.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how to play it, because
Yeah, no,
that's
that
not
makes
how
sense.
I would have a headache.
No, absolutely not. You don't have a headache. You're just brain foggy.
Okay.
So, It doesn't hurt. It's just was cottony.
Bronze just seems out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Rebello doesn't have the benefit of that kind of thing
Nope.
at all. Since you made quite a night of it last night, there will be a messenger coming in to you for breakfast, Pronsta Kelva. My lord, my general, my lady, doesn't know how to speak to you at all.
Are you one of mine?
I just was told to bring a message to you. This is someone from the local, like, there's a tabard and everything, Tricorian colors. This is an obvious messenger. This is someone who is, it's like the postal service, basically. Or it's not the postal service, because this is strictly for military business.
Okay.
I was told to bring you this.
General is just fine. Thank you.
Yes, General.
You can go now.
Yes, General.
I'll read the message.
Yeah, this message comes from a little while ago.
I'm so tired of getting these delayed messages.
Yeah, you've been out traveling, that's why.
I miss being in my office. Miss torturing people.
Can't lose your face that way.
I know, but I can torture people that way.
So you can make them lose their face?
Fresh supply of prisoners.
Where
Fresh
did my...
supply of booze?
Exactly.
How we
I
feeling
was
this
looking
morning,
at
by
the
way?
wrong notes. So sorry.
I feel fine this morning.
I look over at Rebello.
You look a little worse for wear. Maybe you shouldn't have taken that last 10 shots.
What are those?
The note says the following. Urgent. This comes from... There's in fact 2 notes in the envelope. One is from your agent in the Holy Kishat.
Ah,
The Shar Kishatin is mobilizing troops, planning war.
that's bad.
The other is, in fact, from Foggy. This is not one of your agents. This is from the Badak, apparently, or Linvina, even, possibly. One of the other... The Digitalonga is not just Prats, right? The Digitalonga has a whole network of other agents out there. So this is internal communication within the agency itself. Apparently, not only... Magillrie is... probably preparing a war against a naval blockade against Tricoria.
Magillrie.
Yes. Where is
Where's
Magillrie, you ask?
Magillrie? Words out of my mouth, Mikal.
Yes.
Words right out of my mouth.
Where is this place? I need to get to the actual maps here. We need Argond. There we have it. There we are. And everybody needs to see the Argond map. So, Tricoria, right there, right? That's the Empire. Magillrie's down here.
Oh, that's like our France, isn't it?
It is your friends, yes.
For fuck's sakes. I don't want to go to war with France. I have too much shit going on.
Not at all. It's just a nice, peaceful day in Safina. Could it be the last peaceful day in forever? Who knows?
Okay, the Kishat is prepping troops, so we're gonna have to go deal with that. And then I have to go to Magillrie, because they're planning war. And I should probably be there for that. Or Tricoria did. Yeah. Yeah.
And at this point, Harold will actually take the papers that was passed to her and actually reread them. So this says that he's planning for war, but it's no different than what we already knew yesterday. And then the other one says that they're doing a naval blockade coming into Tricoria. Not actually war. They're just basically effing off our supply routes.
First steps, Harold. These are the first steps.
Prawns can command troops in battle. You have command level 1. Of course, if you want to command an army, you're going to have to level that up. But,
Yeah, I have way too much shit that needs to
yeah.
everything needs to be leveled.
Yep. So that would basically mean Magillrie Navy like this. And then on top of that, the Holy Kishat doing something. Don't know if it's going to go east or if it's going to go south or northwest, but the idea of it going against... They're always talking about Tricoria as the Rotten Realm, right? So...
We're gonna go deal with the Kishat first, because we're already here. And I'm gonna go assassinate a motherfucker. Because I have enough troops and wars to deal with. I don't have the patience for some high horse goddamn priest.
He is the highest dream killer. He's the Shar Kishatin. He's not just a priest. He's a crystallocrat and a Shar Kishatin.
I really don't care.
What?
You're gonna bark up the wrong tree and get yourself killed all over again.
That was the
Been there,
last
done
one.
that.
If you're not using these messages, can I get a rider to bring them all the way down the road to Gaz-ulul?
Sure, send your copies to Sambarsynd.
Okay.
And this is, of course, also when Errol spends a fate die to up his lump sum, so he is filthy rich when he leaves this area, isn't it?
Yep.
So, lump sum back to 5.
And besides,
Cha-ching!
I have the backing of the Inquisition, do I not?
If you're dead, it don't matter.
He'll be dead first.
All right, so let's see how well Promos will navigate the oceans here. Now I'm actually going to make a bit of a roll, because the Storm Sound is a difficult place to get through. Even though you have all the charts and stuff, the Storm Sound can wreck ships. It has done it before. But it is the fastest way to get to Sablach, so you don't want to go around Safina, I don't think. It seems to me that haste has become a factor. Perhaps. So, let's see now. Difficulty will be 2 because of the bad weather up there when we get there. Does Promos have Navigator? I don't remember. I think he has.
I think he does.
He does not. He has a ship and he has a fisher, which means that the difficulty will then be a 3. Tricky. Let me count again how long time it takes. We had...
Drake, can you help with fair winds again?
I have a lot reduction because of the
Oh yeah,
alcohol.
you're
Yep.
I could try.
He's like, ugh. Now, it's going to
You
take
are-
you 2 days to get there. 1.5, possibly, because of that particular area. So that's
Well,
good news.
It's up to you, dude, if you think you got it.
I could try.
Yeah, and commanding these particular winds here is extra difficult because Marduk is... It's a playground for Marduk's more weird winds, so I would increase the difficulty to do that to a 2, which is...
Well,
harsh, but true.
multi-day trek, isn't it?
What was that?
It's a multi-day trek to get there, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 days, yeah. So by the
We're
time
only-
you get there, you should be fine, yeah.
Yeah, I could just wait until the hangover wears off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It means that you're going to see lightquakes on the way as you pass by Crinimar. And we're going to move the clock ahead a day, aren't we? It's humid and warm now. 15 degrees. Finally, centigrade. That is what in Fahrenheit? I always have to check because I can't calculate in my head. 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So, it went up from 40s to 60s. That's nice, isn't it? I think so. But, yeah, let's have some rolls here to see if you get through this without capsizing the ship. 3 successes to talk to the winds. 1 success to talk to the winds.
1.
That is not enough, my friends. That is not enough. Is Rebello going to use an experience and potentially level up? Failed developing my relations with people when I had... Yeah, that's not...
I could have leveled that up the tavern, but I got a 6.
Yeah, exactly. You got a 6, so unfortunately you couldn't. So that's going to be bad and interesting. We like it bad and interesting. Yeah. Oh, also, we are now on the open ocean, aren't we? We like the open ocean. There, but much worse weather. Because the winds will howl as you are going through this particular part of the world. And let me see now. Where was I? I was at magic. Yes. Casting spells. No successes at all. Mishap.
I had 1 success.
Yes, but you needed 2 because of Marduk's winds around here. So that's not enough. So you're not actually going to be able to do what you wanted to do. You're standing on deck. You're reaching out with your senses. You're speaking to these winds, and they're like, "No, we're not going to listen to you. You are just a silly person in a big frock," and then one of them will probably go underneath your robes and blow them up so you can't see anything because your face is covered by your own robes. And what happens? Spell backfires? The spell, so that it actually takes longer to get through the sound? Or the spell affects a friend? You get exhaustion equal to the power level? You take damage equal to the power level? You gain a glimpse of the world between worlds and gain fear equal to the power level? Lose faith in your abilities and gain doubt equal to the power level? Or you're
I think
permanently...
doubt would be the best one.
What was that?
I think doubt would be the best one. Like the most applicable. After a night of alcohol, Rebella's like, "Oh god, did that really screw everything up, or
That makes sense.
am I just being unlucky?"
So
Lost your
Rebello
connection
takes
with
2
God.
points of doubt and is almost broken by his own... Because you used... No, wait. How many fate dice did you use? Oh, we haven't added the fate dice yet, my friend. You have to spend at least 1 fate die here. Are we spending 1 or 2?
Oh.
Yeah, because you just rolled your
I'll spend
win.
2.
Okay, so down to 7 then. Okay, fair enough. So... Bad things do not happen, and you actually do reach out to the winds after all. Yeah, I thought that was too few dice. Okay, Rebella is down to 7 again. So they are trying to tease you, these winds, but you are one steely-minded wind whisperer, and manage to just wraggle them to your will and... So that they do not... This is a storm area, and the ship will lean over dramatically to the side, water washing over the decks. And for those of you who might not be used to sailing, it could feel like the ship is going to capsize any moment. But Rebello will make sure that it is in fact going to never have too much pressure on the sails as it navigates the straits. Isn't that nice?
Rebello's just, "Listen, you whiny little bitches, I am too hungover for this shit. Behave."
Exactly. Except, of course, this is a day after, which means that instead of it taking half a day to get to Sablach, it's going to take, what, half a day is... Half a day, it's 24 hours, right? So it would take 12 hours normally. So it's going to take 6 hours for you guys to get to Sablach. Why did I do that? That was stupid. You are now on the 15th of Iskamsi. Isn't that nice? And you are going to be 6 hours of luck. There we have it. 2 in the afternoon. You will be able to arrive in Sablach in one piece. And let me describe the city for you. As usual, you've gone to a place for which I would have a map if I had known that you would go here. My players always catching me unawares. He said, which he probably shouldn't, but anyway, he said.
That's fine. That's our job.
Yes, it is. You wouldn't be doing your job if everything just went exactly like I thought it would. Yeah, this city has about 40,000 people in it as residents. It's basically sitting on a spit of land here, right next to the river. Can I find a Palamuxi map, perhaps? For more zooming inning. So, there, you have it right out there on the coastline. It has been, in the past, one of the most important cities of the Tricorian Empire because it was the gateway to, and the gateway to the Holy Kishat in some ways. You can keep an eye, if you are a Tricorian, on the rebellious Zidisbari. And you can keep one other eye on the Kishati priests. Very convenient. So, but yeah, it's been taken over by the Tricorians from centuries ago, basically. It's known as the Stone City because of the exports. And of course, most of the city is built out of stone, accordingly. Zidisbari stone, which is the best stone masonry type of stone you can get. It comes in so many varieties. There is marble here. There's even fluorescent stone that like glow in the dark stone. There's all colors of marble you could possibly imagine. Yeah, it's a glorious thing to see at night. Unfortunately, you're coming in the afternoon. And there is the new stone port, which unfortunately is not really in use right now because the exports have been cut off. Whose fault is that, we ask? We know whose fault that is, don't we?
The longest.
Yeah. What's the plan here, my friends, as you are getting off the ship?
Go make preparations in the garrison and then go on to the Holy Kishat.
Yeah, there is, of course, a Kishati embassy. There is...
Yeah, we should go talk to the embassy and see if they have any idea why their priest is all fucked up.
There is a procurator under the Tricorian mandate. The procurator is called Klusenveld Gram.
I guess I'll go have a discussion with the procurator.
He's the boss. And then there is, of course, the far port is the most lively area of Sablach, at least it used to be, and all sorts of, trade traffic, mixed birth there. It may not be entirely safe there, who knows? But yeah, there's going to be a lot of people drinking there.
Ooh.
For those who want to do such things. And, of course, the Tricorian herd. That's going to be city guards, soldiers, imperial troops. Who are basically stuck on garrison duty forever and ever. Well, as you are disembarking from the ship, a fellow is coming up, walking towards you. He is probably the hairiest man you've ever seen. All hair. His arms are almost as furry as a gorilla's, if you had any experience of gorillas, which you don't because you haven't been to those parts. So much hair.
And he's not a wolfkin.
He's not a wolfkin, no. He has a big urn. He smells of very strong spirits from 2 meters away. Oh, let me tell you, friends. Let's see now here. Speaking of which, Rebello, you have some wind. Why don't you roll a wind check here?
I am not this man's friend.
Oh,
That was the worst win check ever. You might want to re-roll that shit.
I don't have anything to burn the reroll.
You've no experiences at all?
He has one about failing to develop my relations with people when I had the chance to spread the word of the gods.
Perfect.
Too intoxicated. Spread the word.
All right, there we go. We check that, and Rebello levels up, and you roll again.
Roll again.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Rebello levels up. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Much
because
better.
this is in fact a people person knowledge roll that I'm asking for. So it's very much about anthropology, cultures, if you will. And
Reading body language.
but not the man is a Barbosque, clearly, culturally. It's the natives of the mountains in Zidisbar. And they are known to be brawlers and rebels and troublemakers in every way, shape, and form. Apparently, one of their favorite sports is knuckle duster, which means that two people competing in this will hit each other's fists together as hard as they can. And whoever breaks their hand the least wins.
Do you tell this to the group?
Yeah, I'll explain the general demeanor.
Okay. Franz will move to the front of the group in a more protective stance.
Let me tell you, friends, about my enormous heroic deeds. I am Gorm Armor Skull, and I have done amazing things fighting those weak-armed Sobelasts. Once, this was near a week ago, I came upon a patrol, and they tried to arrest me for being too loud. Ha 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 ha. And I immediately took my wine hard spit. It was not the same as this. This I bought down at the Dog and the Bitch, which it's an excellent house of, if you want.
Can you please
Brothel,
go
that's the word.
away
And when
before
last time
I
I
make
was
you
at
go away?
The Dog and the Bitch, I punched one of the guards so hard on the neck that
Really, you were assaulting my guards?
what do you mean your guards?
General Franz de Kalev, you were assaulting my guards?
Are you the general who's in
I'm
charge
the
of
general.
the weak-armed Soberless? I can take you any day.
I'd like to see you try.
What
Detir?
was that?
Detir?
Oh, are we gonna scare him off?
Yep.
I want to see Prance get her ass kicked by this local.
That's fine. Franz can't feel pain, so she's just gonna get up and keep going.
That is true. Gone. Deterred. You just stare at the guy. Roll
think
water plus a number of fate dice according to your choice, 1 or 2, versus their enemy's stone.
So I'm rolling
Of course, in
4
this case,
dice.
the enemy stone will be 3 because it's a big, burly Barbosque.
I'm rolling 4 dice. And I'm not adding anything else to that, right?
That's right.
Okay.
That's a couple of successes. Frond suspends some fate dice that go straight into the chalice. Yeah, this Barbosque will, of course, not be... I'm not going to roll d10s for crying out. I've been playing Vampire the Masquerade on. Start playing. 3d6, here we go. That's one measly success, and you had 2, so you win.
So Franz gives him the shit glare.
Yep. If you win, they cannot attack. Gorm, the armor skull, is just... Huh?
Leave before I'm forced to harm you.
Bronze. I think our dear friend might be the word I'm looking for.
Over-exaggerating his exploits?
I don't know. Oh, my friend! Walks away to the next bunch of sailors.
Drunken moron.
It's all kinds.
Yep.
We met 2 on the way here, remember? They weren't
Why
drunk,
do
mind
we
you.
keep running into idiots? Is there something in the water?
Yeah, it's called Tricoria.
I'm
not from here, so I
Tricorian.
can pull that stuff, so...
Drunken moron, hidden idiot. I don't know. Is that...
If I were
That's the
Tricorian, I
episode
might take
name
offense.
right there.
That is.
Drunken
If I were
moron,
Tricorian, I might take offense to that.
You are Tricorian after a fashion.
He's not, though.
Ish. Anyway.
She just pretends to be.
So I guess we're not going to the wrestling arena of the nose hook.
Probably not.
No.
However, that whole dog and bitch bar sounded really great. I'll look over at Rubello. You want to go for another hangover again?
Oh no. Maybe when we leave.
All right, listen to me. If we make it to the Holy Kishat, overthrow the false head that's there, prevent the Great Purification, on the way home, I'll get drunk with you.
Not make it a regular thing. Be like a spiritual reward.
Sure. To get absolutely so trash that we see the truth in all of the lies. There's something under your guidance. Sorry, I'm not. Yeah.
You guys are hilarious.
And Pronto will just get drunk because it's David Ensign. Why?
Exactly. Franz will get drunk because she doesn't want to think about her feelings.
Ah. So, therapist for Christmas. Got it. Or whatever we're celebrating as a...
I don't want to be sober.
Oh, okay. So we're in Sablach.
You're apparently going to the Procurator, Klusenveld Grom.
That's
And
game.
in fact, when you go there, I am going to ask you about Prance. Because you're going to a palace, right? If you want to send any new messages to any of your various agents around in the world.
I'm going to send one to Fontra Cilor, and I want them to investigate whether the princess or empress, whatever the fuck she is, Georgina knows she's in a den of Rabdarana scum.
That makes
and
sense.
whether or not they're either in her employ or whether they're aiming to kill her.
Let's see, how long could such a message take to get there? Unfortunately, you can't send it by water because of the... It has to go to Albaruncia first, basically, which is a bit risky. You have connections. So that's going to take... maybe 4 or 5 days to get there, perhaps?
And I'll send an update to Lavina, basically letting her know that we know that the Rabdarana are the current problem, yada yada yada, leaving out the fact that I'm not really chasing the adventurers anymore, but Just kind of updating her without
Yep.
letting
new
her know
message.
too much.
You have, just to remind you, you have an agent in. Should I put these agents on the agent? Because right now you're like. Okay. In the name of transparency, etc. You have so many agents spread out here.
I don't remember where they all are.
Let's put them out. Your agents.
Jess doesn't take notes. I'm not as good as
Take
Josh.
notes.
I'm sorry. But
Okay.
then again, Franz gets into drunken stupors and gets her face blown off, so I assume she's going to forget things.
Maybe. So I need to go back and forth here a little bit. Sorry about that. We have one agent here. Cilicia. She is strategically placed right in Georgiana's territory right here. Basically the biggest Sidisbari city. And she is your wind mage. What else do we have here? We have so many. Sorry, I should take a... You have an agent in Tresilva, obviously. You have one in Famkvalvi. You have one in Vumbra, one in Himbergond, and one in Rakma.
Is there anything you guys need to know? Want to know? Mostly I've just been having them keep an eye on the agents. I can spread the word for them to start looking for the Rabdarana, give them the list of traits.
You've already sent that message out, by the way.
Have they noticed any more Rabdarana?
You've
their
been
respective
traveling,
areas?
so since you're traveling so much, the messages are struggling to keep up.
Okay.
That's the trouble here. But yeah, they're looking out for such eventualities.
So, other than having them look for Rabdarana, is there anything else you guys want them to look out for / want information on?
Dondrima is here. Sorfena is there, and Vikreta is there. That's your agents up there. So you have plenty of agents on Transmira.
/ I can probably redistribute them if I need to.
You probably can, yeah. Where do you want any of them to go? So Dodrima is your thief and wrestler.
Odd combo.
Sorfina is a necromancer. And Kreda is a pyromancer. So those are the most relevant agents at the moment. You also have one in Tresilva, as I said.
What map is this on?
Oh, sorry. I have... Let me activate it. There we go. We were still on the Palamuxi map. Because, yeah. So here we go. Up here. Trismira. 1, 2.
Okay, I see them.
3. And you have this one down here. And then you have one in Tresilva, but I'm not sure that you want to move your agent from the capital.
Yeah.
And of course one in Fontra Cilor, but you knew that already.
Yeah. I'm probably going to leave the one in Fontra Cilor also, because that makes sense to have somebody spying on Georgina.
Doesn't it? So, who do you want to send, if anyone, to where and why and how?
So, do you guys need any information on anything anywhere else? Oh, I probably will send somebody to I've got one close to Mackay,
Mlek?
like where they were doing the naval block.
Oh no, this is not Magillrie. This is Milaki. That's
Okay.
the naval block will be coming in from the south here.
Okay. Where was that at? Do I have one close to that?
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Are we gonna send the Wind Witch to mess with the Magillrie Navy? That would be very appropriate, wouldn't it?
That does feel appropriate. Yeah. Because right now, what's she doing? She's just watching Sambarsynd?
No, she's not watching Sambarsynd at all. She's hanging out in Zidisbar and watching for Rabdarana agents.
Yeah, so we're gonna send her to screw around with that naval block. And basically delay that if she can in any way.
Yep. She's not a miracle worker. She is...
No, but any,
Yes.
like,
She's about as good at wind magic as Rebello is.
yeah.
But
So,
I'm sure she can do some mischief.
yeah, any monkey wrench she can kind of put in that.
Yes. If she can't affect an entire navy, obviously, but she could try to get aboard, say, the flagship and maybe do a surgical strike on that and maybe
Yeah.
mess that up.
Anything she can do.
Yeah. So these guys up here, Trinsmira is supposed to be the home of Rabdarana. You contacted Rabdarana here in Vumbra,
Yeah.
if you remember. So having agents on Trinsmira to look for Rabdarana is not a bad idea. The question is where they should be looking. And right now, they might have found something. Your order to them to start looking for the Rabdarana must have arrived by now, say maybe a week ago. You sent it out 2 weeks ago, something like that. And it's
Yeah.
entirely possible that any messages about their discoveries just haven't reached you yet, because it's going to take
Yeah. It's
at
not
least a week,
instantaneous.
possibly slightly more.
Yeah.
So, on the other hand, maybe they are in the wrong spot to find. So if you send an order to them to search and destroy, that includes leaving their present position to actively chase after the Rabdarana across the island, that's an alternative. They stay. If you have told them to, your beat is Vumbra for this one, for example, Vikreda, your beat is Vumbra. She's going to stay in Vumbra until
Yeah.
you say differently. So if you will have to actively order them to leave when they have found nothing, if they have found nothing, they will not leave Vumbra until you tell them to.
Yeah, so I am going to send out orders to actively search and destroy Rabdarana.
Roger that. Leave your base and go and find them.
Yeah. And then didn't I have one here on with Georgina?
Yes, you have one there. That would be your... where is that one? Oh, so you have one in Albaruncia. The street urchin is in Albaruncia.
Yeah.
It was the one who sent you the message about the speech and everything. And the,
Yeah, we're gonna pick her up along the way, probably.
And we have the... Where's that? The minstrel! Leonora the Crosshold
Yeah.
is in Fontra Cilor.
Yeah, so she's got orders to further figure out the connections between
Yeah.
Georgina and the Rabdarana.
You've already sent those orders out, so that's all good and done.
So
Ooh,
now we're gonna
spy stuff.
now we're gonna take care of the Kishat, and then we'll pick this one up along the way, and I'll give her orders in person.
Very well. Did you want to speak to the Procurator first?
Yeah.
The Procurator. I'm taking notes.
Okay.
I need a silent keyboard.
So yeah, we'll go up to the garrison.
Yep.
I don't know if the soldiers would recognize her on sight or not.
By now, probably. You have enough. What is your reputation? 6?
6.
Yeah. That's a lot. So, if they don't recognize your face immediately, just flash your badge around and they will.
Yeah. I'm here for inspection.
They're gonna let you up immediately. No surprise to you. The castle is made out of stone. Very solid Siddisbar granite, in fact. The highest possible class. Which is weird. Like a garrison like this, looking almost like a palace in Tresilva, except functional. This works for its purposes. And it's not even luxurious, which is a bit shocking for someone who's supposed to represent Tracoria here, right? There's only a couple of gardens here. That's it. Small ones. And maybe some mezzanines, maybe 2 or 3 wings. The Procurator will see you, of course, as you come in. He's like sitting behind a desk, also made out of stone. Everything is made out of stone here. It's very cheap when you're here. This stone becomes very expensive the moment it leaves. Though at this point, the prices of stone have I have a feeling there are some stone industrialists in Tresilva right now who are really angry with Georgina for messing up their trade. But the Procurator himself, Master Grom, he is a stern-faced fellow. He has gray hair by now. He's probably in his upper 50s. And kind of tired eyes. And looks towards you. He's going to stand up, of course. General, what
Procurator?
gives me the pleasure of your presence here in the Stone City? How can we serve the Digita Lunga?
I understand the Holy Kishat's giving you some trouble.
Ah, yes, you don't know the half of it. I was actually writing up a report right now. I don't know if word has reached you of the speech the Shar Kishatin just made.
It has. I actually have some boys from the Inquisition here with me.
Ah, yes, of course, the white robes.
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, very good. And the black robes. A black robe? Aren't you a Kishati priest? He is looking at you, Rebello.
Yeah, except I am one true to Shamash. And I've been hearing rumors that the one who hear this Kishat is being untruthful.
Then you will be very sorry to hear. I don't know if you've heard what happened in Frond.
Please enlighten us.
The Joobalasher sect has refused to accept Manzonla's heresies. I am not a religious man, your holinesses. I don't know. I give my libations to the gods like all of us. Blessed be Castique and all that. But aside from that, I don't know much about this kind of thing. He's something so weird as a Paratornian who is not head to toe covered in jewelry and gems and whatnot. More like a soldier type, like yourself. Prance. Really weird for being a Paratornian. Now, the Joobalasher sect refused to accept the new direction of the Kishat. They sent in the troops. Chopped down a third of the people, apparently. That's what we hear from traders coming from there. They're shocked. I think that's the simple way to put it.
We're here to quell the unrest.
Good thing, too. Yeah, Frond is over here, for those of you who want to know.
The issue, from what I understand, Errol, I'll let you explain.
Long story short, is basically similar to the opinion of my dear other priest here with me, is that yes, the current head of the Holy Kishat is a false head. He basically believes that Shamash is the only god, which goes against the truth in the matter that there is many gods. Shamash is one of them.
Yeah, the Procurator will like, only one god? That doesn't make any sense.
He's basically
How could a
preaching
single
non-truth.
god take care of all the things of creation?
Correct. So, to that point, I think we need to get up to Frond before all the Joobalashers are gone. I've had the opportunity in the past to actually meet with the Joobalashers.
I think you're going to be late there, Padre. If Your Holiness, I think the Joobalashers have been cut down to a man. But far be it for me from interfering in Inquisition business. Feel free to. I'm just saying, your white robes in the Holy Kishat, I would recommend taking somewhat circumspect route to not be hunted down and killed like a dog.
The reason we're here is because I'd like the Digitalonga to back us up.
If the Digitalonga has any agents around here, I wouldn't know. Nobody tells me nothing about that sort of thing.
I'd like to take some of our soldiers from the garrison, and I'd like to back up the priests with some military support. How many soldiers do you have? I understand that this is a bit of a difficult spot, considering you're right next to Zidaspire, and you've been under siege for a bit.
Oh, we're not under siege per se, not officially, though I will say that
They're giving you a hard time.
I'll say this much. If they wanted to send their army against us, we're gonna be outnumbered 3-1 here.
Yeah.
And Kishati Navy will certainly outnumber ours as well. But I think we're gonna be all right. We have sturdy walls, so we can hold out for a while. They do have troops outside. They're only an exercise. That's what they always say. But I don't trust that.
No. However, if this priest keeps going the way he's going, he's only going to make things worse.
I would agree with that, yeah.
So I'd like to cut the head off this snake before it gets any worse.
That makes sense. How many?
And as good of a swordswoman as I am, I don't think the three of us can do it alone.
I don't know how many troops you might want to dispose of, to be honest. How much do you want to weaken the garrison here? I'll tell you, if you take the entire army out of here, you will be discovered and cut down really fast. As I said, they'll outnumber you 3-1 easily, or at least they will overpower you, that's for sure.
What were your reports from Frond? Of the priest?
Frond, they marched in with troops. Frond doesn't have a huge population. They didn't need a whole lot of manipules to control the situation.
There wasn't many people there when I was in Frond previously.
Exactly.
We take a backup of, say, maybe 5 soldiers? Just a small group enough that...
Oh, that you can do, absolutely. That's not going to protect you if they come at you with an entire troop, but you would be able to probably sneak in.
How do you want to do this, Errol? Are we doing an assassination or a full frontal assault?
The problem is now at this point, it's too late for Frond.
Yeah.
No, but we still need to right the wrong in the Kishat.
I concur, but shy of literally bringing armies here to the doorsteps of the Kishat, because that's really where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay.
can't be allowed to continue to preach nonsense because it's only going to get worse. And if he's taking
Alright.
armies and killing people,
Let's head to Frond and continue on our journey that we were meant to do. Procurator, I'd like to see if we can actually get a communication sent back to Safina, specifically Gaz-ulul.
Of course. My services are at your disposal. You come with the general herself. Pen your message, I'll see it delivered.
So Errol's basically going to pen the message that the Joobalashers, the one true sect of the Holy Kishat, just got basically killed down by the false god.
Yeah, we began this session by talking about the genocides, and we come to the conclusion of the session by talking about genocide. Isn't it great?
Full circle, it's great.
Full circle.
told you we were going to have to kill him.
My question to you guys is, do you want to leave Sablach the same day or the next day for a full day of travel? To get to Frond from Sablach would take you probably... Dang it, now I have to make math again at this hour. My poor head. What are you doing to your poor game master, folks? I don't know. It's
We're such mean players.
yeah, very. The best mean players. 20 Tricorian miles in normal terrain. If you have horses, you can go 40. And I believe you got yourself some horses before, didn't you?
We did.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can probably get horses.
So you
from
can
the
get there in a day and a bit. Basically.
Yep.
I guess you'll get to this little village here before you get to Frond, and then the next day you get to Frond.
Okay. I guess we'll sleep at the little village.
If you leave now, it's 3 in the afternoon, so you only have 3 hours of travel, and that would
Oh.
mean you sleeping an early night in Kishati territory instead of having traveled for a day.
No, we'll wait.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Is there anything you want to do in... What was that, Rebecca?
We ride at dawn.
We ride at dawn!
I was gonna say it's probably best to sleep in the garrison where it's a bit safer.
Maybe you want to go up the river and then go across. Though that might be harder with horses, and this terrain is worse, so it's...
Yeah, I don't think that would be any faster.
No, it's not going to be faster. All right. The Procurator is fine to host you in the palace, your honored guests. He's a tired fellow. He's like, I'm too old for this. This saber rattling from the Kishat. What do they think they're doing? We have Georgina in the south. We have the Kishat in the north. We're going to get pancaked, aren't we? And he just looks at Prance.
Tell me about it. I don't have enough troops to send everywhere, not to mention all this oracle nonsense.
So Errol will finish drafting the rest of his message and specifically highlight and underline that the fire tongues are actually required here.
A whole troop of fire tongues are required here, clearly.
Yeah, to the point that Errol will actually make reference that we might actually have to declare the Holy Kishat anti-creationist.
Yep, and that is probably a bombshell in and of itself. And I think, my friends, with that bombshell, we will end this session for now. End the story for now. A little bit shorter than usual, but I think it's such a perfect moment, so I can't help myself. And we will be back in a couple of weeks, I believe, probably. Who knows? Sometimes my head is messed up, but there we go. And continue the story of the Oracle's Eyes. We are getting close to the end of that. And after that, who knows what might happen? Will there be a war? Will there be several wars? Will everything just... Will the world end? Is this the apocalypse? Maybe it is. Who knows?
I know what Sambarsynd will say.
We'll find out soon enough. See you later, everybody! And